Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective for today. Today is Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, leave it on the table for someone else. You don't need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. Um, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. We got one on the table. I'm like, wait, are we doing affirmations? Are we doing a collective? We're doing a collective. Don't be silly. Two on the table, three on the table. We're using the Erica's Lenormand of Hope deck by Erica Robinson, illustrated by Erica Peebus. Hold on, I'll show it to you. I totally forgot. Five on the table. I got it from La Penetere. L.A. Panetere. Two more shuffles. Last shuffle. Ooh. Seven on the table. Eight at bottom of the deck. Okay, we've got Clover, Clouds, Snake. Hopefully I remember all these messages. I swear to God, I told you guys before, I'm just going to start shouting things out because even as I'm dealing, I hear things and then I'm like, oh, I'll wait for the read. And then I friggin' forget what it Sometimes they remind me and sometimes they don't. Fox, Ship, and bottom of the deck, Anchor. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. So we kind of got this. Was it yesterday or the day before? A snake in somebody's midst. So here's the thing. It's like with the clover and the clouds and the snake. Like somebody is in hiding. Like there's a snake that was in hiding, or they are in hiding with the clover, with the clouds. Like this person doesn't bring anything good to a connection. So whether this is a friend, a lover, someone from the past, it's somebody that's they're not bringing any abundance, they're not bringing any positivity. Like they don't, and like they're not doing somebody any good, if that makes sense. The funny thing is this, and I'm just going to say it, not everybody's snake is someone else's snake. Okay, we've talked about this a few days ago, kind of talked about it more often lately than before. I just think it's important to recognize like somebody might be the villain in our story, but they could be an angel in somebody else's. And that's just life. I've said to you guys before, like I was my ex-husband's karmic. Like I was karmic to him. I'm not saying that he wasn't karmic to me, but I was for sure karmic to him. And I can recognize that. But whoever this involves, like this is a snake. This is a snake to somebody. And the funny thing is because with the coffin, I feel like this cycle is over. I feel like this situation has been done with. That's why I say like I feel like this is somebody from the past and they're like still lingering around with the writer and the ship. Like this person still thinks they're relevant. Like they're slyly trying to hold space in somebody's energy, like they're sitting there, they're waiting for maybe recognition, they're waiting for a conversation. And I'm just going to be honest, I don't think it's positive. So like, if this is someone from your past and they were a snake to you in the past, they're going to continue to be a snake to you. They're not, they might come in wearing a mask and try to like get one up on you, get one up on somebody, but they're not legit. They haven't changed, they haven't grown, they haven't healed anything within themselves. And whoever this is with the writer, the fox, the ship, like this person, like they're going to keep trying. Like whoever this is, they're going to keep trying. Like, well, I'm just going to keep trying to come into their life then. I'm just going to keep reaching out. I'm just going to keep sending them texts, messages, calls until they look at me, until they listen to me. And then I'm going to feed them some line of bullshit and get back into their life. And ha ha ha, I'm going to fuck them up all over again. That's what it gives. And this, I'm going to say it because it's what I just heard. You look at this clover and you see the little flowers there. This person is trying to cover the stench of shit with sweet nothings. Okay. Again, it doesn't matter. Friendship, lover, a family member, coworker, neighbor, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like this person, like I don't think somebody, you, right? Take how it resonates. I don't think somebody would recognize this person as anything good. Like this is somebody knows that somebody's a snake. And that's why that's why I'm saying like they know that this snake smells like shit. This person is shit. A POS, right? They know it. But this snake, like, well, I still got to try and cover. I still got to wear this mask. I still got to pretend. I can't ever admit like I'm the problem. I'm the one that's the issue. They really want somebody to hold space for them. Like, and they're hanging on. Like they're in somebody's energy. They're hanging on. Somebody could even be doing, I was talking about this yesterday. Somebody could even be doing like cord cuttings or manifestations or prayer, Palo Santo, sage. And I don't want to say it's not working. I just, like, whoever this person is, they could feel it. Like, oh, I know you're trying to sage me out, but fuck you. I'm still going to keep coming. And like I said, with the writer and the ship, this is fluid movement. Like, this is momentum. This is back and forth. This is like I'm going to keep coming. Like, I'm going to keep fucking you up. Like, I got nothing better to do. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. Here I come. It really, yeah, sadly it really does give that. They know better. They know better. Whoever this is, they know better. And it's funny because even if you, somebody, right, knows that this person's a POS, like they're still gonna come in with a mask, thinking, "Well, I'll try. I'll try. I'm gonna try." Like, what could happen? What's the worst it's gonna do? They're gonna kick me out. They're not gonna listen to me. They're not gonna pay attention. I'm gonna try. Like all day long, I'm gonna try. Y'all, I don't. I don't even know what to say when I see shit like this. Seriously. Because it's like ego, audacity, you know? Like, mm, like somebody really full of themselves, right? Somebody very sure, just not in a good way, right? We talk about ego sometimes and how it's okay to have some ego. It's okay to be proud, right? It's okay to be sure of yourself, be confident, be independent. But the thing is at the end of the day, if that overtakes situations, if that overtakes other people in their lives, that's not okay. That's not healthy. This is a very controlling energy. Very controlling energy. This is someone too, like they would make up excuses in their head. Like if they know that they're your snake, which I think they do, right? They know. Like they're telling themselves, "Oh no, it's okay. Like this person loves me. We've been friends for this long. They've been my sister for this long. Like it's okay. They love me. I love them. At the end of the day, they're going to take me back." Okay? They know that I'm a leopard and my spots don't change. They're going to take me back. So, I'm just going to continue to be who I am. Like very yeah, no accountability, no healing for oneself. Just no, yeah, it's not a good energy. It's actually like giving me like I feel like kind of like a throbbing behind my eyes. I feel, I feel like whoever you are or whoever the other person is, right? That the snake is going towards, like this is someone that would sit there like, oh, again, why are they coming in? Like they know I don't want to have anything to do with them. Like somebody's like, oh my God. And you feel bad on one hand, you feel bad, but at the same time on the other, it's like when you're a healing person and you're growing and you're working on yourself, right? And you're in the groove, like you just don't have time for this shit. This is so aggravating. It is so aggravating to somebody on their journey. And it's what's even more aggravating is the fact that somebody like just wants to keep coming back. Like I'm just going to keep trying. Why? What for? What do you think you're going to accomplish? What do you think you're going to accomplish? I think I told you guys the other day. The guy that I was seeing, he was my friends with benefits in 2023 after my divorce, and I broke up with him because I thought he was seeing someone else. And a month later, he got into a relationship with someone else, right? I went about my business. We were friends with benefits. That was it. Last year in February, he reached out to me. I was like, okay, if you want to be friends, we can be friends. I'm like, but nothing's going to happen. Well, after about 2 months, he got mad at me because I think he thought he was, going to get me to sleep with him. He was still in the relationship with his girlfriend. She lives in Michigan, 6 hours away. They see each other once every 1 to 3 months. She has children. He has a son. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but he got upset because I told him we could be friends. And I had made a comment about him and his girlfriend, and their anniversary coming up. And he got mad at me and he went off on me. Like, he blew up on me. And I was like, okay. I said, like, you're blocked. And I blocked him for a long time. I blocked him. And then I unblocked him, and it didn't matter. Like, I didn't hear from him. I didn't talk to him. And then I was seeing the guy that I met online in September last year. And then end of September, I broke up with him. God, it feels like a made for TV movie. Um, and then he reached out to me, and it was hilarious because it literally was like 2 days after I broke up with the other guy. He reached out to me and was like, "Hey, how you doing? I wanted to apologize, this, that, and the other." And him and I ended up meeting up like three or four times, I think. Three times? I think three times. Um, and then I was like, you know what? Like, you're in a relationship. I don't want to deal with that. Like, if I'm gonna get into a relationship, it's gonna be with somebody that wants me, like not somebody that's already with somebody else. Like, I don't want that. So I told him, go your own way, and I don't want to have anything to do with you. Don't reach out to me again. Like, and I told him, I said, you don't really know what you want. Like, if you're cheating on your girlfriend, you don't know what you want. You think you can have your cake and you can eat it too, which means you don't know what you want. You want it all. Then go have it all with somebody else. Go find a barfly or something. Go find somebody else online. I blocked him for a while and then I unblocked him, I want to say like before Christmas. And I kid you not, last week on Friday, and I had a tarot reader tell me like 2 days before, I think it was on Wednesday, like, oh, somebody from your past is going to reach out to you, like send you a message. And this is someone you don't want to hear from. Lo and behold, it was him. On Friday, he messages me because the road by where I work, where my warehouse is, they shut it down in the morning because there was an accident with a semi. I think one of our semis, but I'm not exactly too sure. And the only reason I know about it is because one of the ladies that was coming in for the later shift in our department, she had to go all the way around because they were detouring. So that's how I knew. And when I went to lunch on Friday at probably like 10:30, I ate my lunch and then I was sitting in one of the lounge chairs just putzing around on my phone. And I just happened to go into my messages because I've been back and forth with my old good friend from kindergarten, believe it or not. We've been friends for a really long time. Almost 40 years, probably. 38, 37 years maybe. Um there was a message from him saying, "Hey, I just want to make sure you're okay. You were okay. I saw that the road was closed. I know you work over there, blah blah blah." Y'all, I read the message, right? I read the message, but I didn't answer him. I told you in October that it was over. Don't message me, don't contact me. It's over. And it was funny because I didn't answer him. Saturday morning, I woke up and all of a sudden on Instant Messenger, his little profile picture was all the way at the end, which means he wasn't getting on there and looking. He must have realized, like, oh, she's not going to answer me. Okay, fine. Yesterday, his little picture showed up again at the front of the line, which is where it was before he messaged me. When I unblocked him, he was automatically there at the front of the line. Every day he was there. It's like he wanted me to see him, and I did. And that's okay. Because when he messaged me on Friday, I didn't answer. And I'm not answering. He needs to put the past in the past. He needs to go on with his girlfriend. They'll be together 3 years this August. Probably sooner, because I'm still pretty sure he was dating her when we were together. So he'll be with her 3 years. You don't stay with somebody for 3 years if you're not planning on some type of long term. That's just my opinion. I don't know why you would stay with somebody 3 years if you weren't planning on maybe marrying them, retiring with them, whatever the case. Um, I'm 45. I think he turned 51. I think. I think he's. I think he's technically the same age as my ex-husband. His birthday is like 2 months sooner. I think a little over 2 months before my ex-husband's. But yeah, I was like, I'm not answering. Like, I told you it was done. I never really understand why people don't understand that. Like, when it's done, it's done. And don't get me wrong, like when I see like coworkers at work that I'm no longer friends with, I can be polite. I could say, "Hey, how's your day? How's it going? Like, how's your kid? Blah blah blah," and then I move along. I don't want go into too far depth with them. I don't really tell them anything that's going on with me. I'm polite and I'm nice and I move along. If I were to see him at the grocery store, polite, nice, move along. Like, It's done. It's over. Why do people not understand? Whoever this snake is, they just think they're going to keep coming back, coming back. And maybe this is the guy, right? Maybe this resonates for me. Maybe this is the guy. Maybe he's just going to keep coming back. Maybe he thinks he's smarter than me. I don't know. It's not, for me, it's not about who's smarter, right? It's just about the fact that, like, when I say I'm done, I'm done. Finito. Finito. Why did I want to say finito, Benito? And then I was thinking of Benicio del Toro. I don't know. You tell me. Why was I thinking that? He's an actor, by the way. It's like they're setting up camp in someone's energy, your energy, and they don't want to let go. And again, the whole situation with the guy, like, for me, like, you can set up camp all you want there, but you're not getting in. Like, the gate's not opening, the tent flap isn't opening. That didn't really sound good. Like, nothing's happening. Like, you had multiple chances to be a decent human being, and you couldn't do it. And at the end of the day, I could tell myself, well, he just is where he is. He's where he doesn't belong. Like, he doesn't want to let go because he's afraid of what's out there. He's afraid of being alone, right? Like, he's one of those guys that probably always needs to have a significant other, a woman in his life, right? Um, and he doesn't want to let her go. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe he doesn't want to let her go until he finds someone new. And maybe he thought I was going to be the new. The thing is I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. If you really were serious about getting into a relationship with me, you would have broke up with her before and then come towards me. Or at least pretended. He didn't even pretend, Which is why I'm saying he's been with her for almost 3 years. Let him stay there. Let him stay there. He's been there long enough. Like, if he wasn't happy, he should have left. That's on him. That's all a part of his journey, his healing. I have to heal myself from the situation, from the role I played in it, right? Because that was karmic. That was toxic for me. I was toxic. I was karmic. I got to heal from that. And I got to acknowledge my role in it. And I got to move on from that. And it's not anybody's fault if somebody else is still sitting there. Like, that is somebody that just cannot get it. And at the end of the day, that's really just somebody that we feel sorry for, right? We pity them, because how do you not love yourself enough to do what's best for you? How do you not love yourself enough to heal? I don't know. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope it resonated for somebody. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope everybody is having a lovely hump day, a lovely Wednesday. I'm going to do a couple more readings, and then I'm going to do litter boxes for the kitties, fresh litter, take out my trash. I got to go through my garage for something. I think I'm going to hit up the antique mall for a few minutes. I got to return at Kohl's for Amazon, 2 actually. And then I got to go see my piercing lady. I think I'm going to have her change out my septum. And then I'm trying to get her to pierce, like, right along here, like a double piercing, I think. Because I have the one here, but like a double on this side. We'll see. Or maybe she'll do one over here to match this one. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. Hope you all are keeping warm, keeping cool, whatever the case may be for you. There's a little bit of flurries going on out there, but nothing crazy. And I did finally see 3 cats, but they're bigger cats. No kittens. Where are the kittens? I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye out, though. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.